there, Alex here. I was planning on taking a break till next year, but I got my hands on these earlier than expected, so I thought I would just do a quick video about it. I reviewed the KZ-T1 earlier this year, and while it had a couple of issues, it was cheap enough and it still sounded decent for its price tag. So when I learned about the new S1 and how much it cost, I just went ahead and ordered one myself. In Singapore on Shopee, it's about $20 for the S1D, which is the single dynamic driver version, and around $23 for the S1, which is the hybrid version I have here, with one dynamic driver and one balanced armature driver. So with that out of the way, let's talk about the KZ-S1. First of all, the case is now a little smaller and made of plastic, which makes it a lot lighter than the T1's case. While the overall size isn't really that big, it's still kinda hard to carry around in my pocket because of its shape. It's now using USB-C for charging, which is great, and something you don't see often for earbuds in this price range. The plastic does feel a little cheap, and the battery indicator is just a single LED that changes color depending on the battery percentage, but at this price range, I'm not complaining. The earbuds themselves shares the same overall design as the T1, just with a few minor changes. It still has touch controls, which I prefer. However, unlike the T1, a triple tap no longer controls volume. Instead, it activates game mode, which basically just reduces audio latency. This feature is only available on the hybrid version, and it does work as advertised. There is still some delay of course, but it's better than what I normally get on other true wireless earbuds. My guess is that they are probably reducing the bitrate of the audio. Anyway, unless you're using it for gaming, you don't really need this feature, since most video apps like YouTube or Netflix will automatically compensate for the audio delay to make sure everything is more or less in sync. The only thing I'm not a huge fan of here is just that when turning the feature on or off, it's the same beeping sound. So other than testing it myself, there is no other way to tell whether the mode is on or not. Just a simple voice prompt saying on or off would be great. Connectivity has been decent for me, and I've not encountered any issues so far. The only downside is that it lacks aptX support, and audio quality for AAC can be a bit inconsistent for Android devices. In terms of fit, they're just okay. I don't have any issues with it falling out of my ears even while jogging, but because of the slightly longer nozzle, some folks might not like how it feels in their ears, especially for longer listening sessions. For me, I don't really mind it. Moving on to sound quality, I gave my T1 to a friend, so I can't compare them side by side, but if I recall correctly, they sound similar. It's a fun sounding pair of earbuds with decent enough bass and sparkly highs. Personally, for my taste, the treble can be a bit intense at times, and I would prefer if the mids were a little more forward in the mix, but those can be fixed with a bit of EQ. Another thing is that the treble has a slight metallic tinge to it. If you've tested other KZ hybrid IEMs, you probably know what I'm talking about. But overall, it's still nice sounding, and I'm just being nitpicky because I've been using the Galaxy Buds and Blond BL03 quite a bit. I do want to mention as well, like the T1, I think there is a bit of a jump in volume at around 80%, but it doesn't feel as jarring as it was on the T1, so I don't think it's an issue here. Mic quality seems better than the T1, but still not amazing sounding like most wireless earbuds. For me, if I really need to take a call on these, I'll just take out one side of the earbuds and hold it in front of my mouth. In terms of battery life, at the volume I'm using, which is around 70 to 80%, I was able to get just over 3 hours of use from a single charge before I get the low battery warning. With the case, I was able to get around 12 hours of total usage time. It's not great compared to other earbuds I've tested, including the T1, so if you need more battery life, this is probably not for you. Overall, despite all the things that I've complained about earlier, I actually really like the KZ-S1. It's still a little rough around the edges, and it doesn't have features like wireless charging or an IP rating, but at around $20, I think it punches way above its price point in terms of its overall package. It fixes some of the issues I had with the T1, and it is now even cheaper. So if you're looking for something cheap and still decent, and none of the shortcomings I've mentioned are deal breakers for you, I think this could be a pretty nice option. Thanks for watching this video. If you've enjoyed it, be sure to leave a like and subscribe to the channel for more content in the future. Thanks again, and see you guys on the next one.